Stand by for the Brewery Underground Podcast.
In Nashville's what will rise, cracked and bruised will meet the skies. Steve and Scott, they lead the way. Brewery Underground, night and day. Raise your glass, let's ignite. In this city, we unite. Raise your glass, let's ignite. In this city, we unite.
I hate the countdown.
Hey, look at that. It is the Brewery Underground Podcast and the Foamy Heads. We
Back
are
once
together.
again.
We are together again, boys.
I don't think we've put this out there to the world yet. We're the Foamy Underground, by the way.
Oh,
The
yes.
official term is Foamy Underground. So for those keeping score at home,
We need the logo up on the screen, but these four beautiful faces
know.
are like taking up the whole image.
I'd really hate
Yeah.
to lose. I'd really hate
Well,
to lose these images.
Three beautiful faces. I'll let y'all figure out which one you are.
He's looking at me. I can tell he's looking at me.
I was 1,000% looking at you when I said that. It was unintentional, but it was 1,000% looking at you.
Looking
I
at
could
you,
tell.
Scott.
I could
Yeah.
tell. I know which ways his eyes shift.
That's right.
Well, gentlemen, how are you? How are you?
I'm good now. I'm drinking beer.
Boys, yeah, man.
Yeah, getting
Weird,
through the
yeah.
week,
Yeah.
which is already almost the end of the week.
We're
It's
so
crazy.
close, though, aren't we? This damn long weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, thank God.
Yeah.
Is everybody off on Labor Day?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys
No,
are.
but maybe.
What?
I don't know.
Mitch is the definition of work every holiday of the year.
Wow.
Like, he's just startup
I don't
life.
agree with it, but I am.
Right, yeah.
Groundhog Day, Grandparents' Day. He's just working all
Yeah.
the time. Sadie Hawkins Day, you know.
Sadie Hawkins Day. Yeah, so check back with Mitch later on after you hear this episode and see if he actually worked on Monday.
Did
We'll
Mitch
He
work?
will. He
We'll all-
probably, Mitch works kind of like startup company founder life, so that's
Oh, yeah.
why he's always working.
Gotta
yeah.
always keep working,
Yeah.
keep moving.
I always have to check with the boss, see what he's doing, and then I'm like, "Oh, you're on the boat? All right,
Yeah.
I'm off there too. Then all right,
If he's working, you're working. If he's not working, you're not working. Is that it? Okay.
pretty much,
All right.
pretty much.
I want to. This is not part of any of the conversation tonight, but I want to make something known. This has been my gripe for. Mitch knows exactly what I'm about to say, but so I bought a new phone 2 weeks ago. I
Flip
think
phone?
it came 2 weeks ago. It is a flip phone. It's my new fold phone.
Ooh.
Oh.
This thing is thinner closed than my iPhone was.
Wow.
Like this thing it weighs less. And I was an Android guy, and then I moved to an iPhone just because my family, and it was out of spite, but I did. And over the 3-year period, I just kind of fell into the iOS like life. I never got into the ecosystem. I have an iPad and I have an Apple Watch, but like I never connected anything. I was always a Microsoft, like OneNote, OneDrive. I was always like connecting stuff outside of the Apple ecosystem, right? But like the things that you get used to that just simply work
Yeah.
in iOS and then moving back to an Android phone after 3 years, like there's some people I can't even send text messages to. It's like, oh, we'll send it to them when they're online. Like, when are you not online? It's a cell phone. And it's just random. It'll be like weird app things. Like somebody will send a message, but like it won't show up until you close out of the app, like swipe up and then go back in and it says it was received 2 minutes ago. Like
Yeah.
very simple things that never get tested on Android just work on iOS. And I've probably mentioned it to Mitch like 6 times now, but I'm just like, love the technology in this thing, the big screen that can unfold it. But why doesn't simple shit just work?
I know.
Yeah. You would think by now they could figure it all out.
I think, is that what you were going through a couple weeks ago when you were kind of on our group text and you're like, okay, did this come through and did this change? And yeah.
Yeah, and like I'm the one guy now. Whenever you laugh at an image, it'll say like Scott laughed at an image, and it'll be like, well, which one did Scott laugh at? Because there were 6 images.
Yeah.
Google still has a way to go.
The fact that, because I don't think this always worked, and you guys tell us, but the fact that we can create a group name and have a logo in it with multiple, with iOS and Android, isn't that kind of new? Couldn't you not do that before? You always had
So yes, Apple.
It's a new prospect for both devices to work together, but it's
Together.
old technology.
Right?
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, or not work together, as it were.
Like I've been in group text before, like trying to create a logo or a name, and like there's one person that's got Android. I'm like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, well, so I think it's due to the addition of RCS because like Apple, iMessage works on your internet platform, whereas like regular text messages doesn't go through your internet. But with the introduction of RCS, it's kind of like, okay, you can see when someone's typing, you can like respond and laugh at emojis and stuff. It kind of moves it away from the old school SMS functionality and moves it into the current like generation, but like they still don't work very well with iOS together. So, which I guess we found out, like I can name the group something and put a picture on it and you can do something completely different. I have no idea if we invite another Android user into the group, like what are they going to see? Is it going to be mine? Are they going to create their own? Like I have no idea.
The other three people have left the group, but not really.
Yeah. Like Rich is talking to himself in the group right now.
There is a chat I'm a part of that has multiple Android devices as well as iOS, and every couple weeks, sometimes more frequently, it'll say you removed the group name. Like I did something, and I was like, no,
that happened.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. It's like Mitch has had enough. I knew it. It was that last joke. I knew it.
Full time, but blame the Android guy.
Blame it on
you.
me.
I'm the gray still.
Hey, what's everybody drinking tonight?
Yeah, I know what Rich is drinking. I just saw him pour it. But go ahead.
Yes. Damn.
This is the Southern Grist collab with Hot Butcher.
Oh, nice.
This is actually, so DJ, my buddy, picked up a 4-pack. There was 2 of each, right? Because Southern Grist did a collab with Hot Butcher at their location, and then Hot Butcher did their version of it when collabed with Southern Grist. So like literally, I have to grab the other can, it's somewhere, but the logos are literally the opposite, right? So in the other version, in the Chicago and the Hot Butcher version, the hot dog is right side up, and then the chicken patty is upside down. So it's like, it's the same beer basically. They just brewed it with 2 different styles, so 2 different waters, so a little bit, different flavors going on, but it's good. It's really good. But I thought because we were talking Southern Grist tonight and just the shakeup of the craft beer industry right now in general, it was a good thing to start with.
I'm glad
that's what I'm rolling with.
Yeah, you guys. I'm glad you guys had one because I do not have a Grist or a Xül on me.
I don't have a Grist or a Xül because I drank all my Xül, but I do have, and I just bought this 2 nights ago, Oktoberfest from Founders.
Hey,
how many did you buy, Steve? You bought like a truckload, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, they sell it in 12 packs now. They had the barrel aged last year, but they're not even bringing that out this year. So now it's like, okay, so
barrel aged Oktoberfest.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, last year I had it. It was really great. But this is the Founders Oktoberfest. So I went into the store the other day and they only have it in 12 packs. So I told Scott, I said, well, I'll give 6 to you. And then you can maybe a beer trade of something. So here we go.
I'm a big fan of Steve buying 12 packs because I get 6 of them.
I don't do that very much.
I know.
That's a very rare thing, but it's Oktoberfest season,
That's right.
Well,
I gotta
according
celebrate.
to Sam Adams, it's been Oktoberfest season for 4 months.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, they start in March. Used to be that you made Martins in March. Now they just start. The season starts in March.
Yeah.
They start in March for the next year brewing now.
Fuck it, we're just drinking in March. Mitch, what have you got?
I've been needing to drink the rest of it, so it's the rest of my Cantillon.
Yeah, been saving it.
I've got
the
one more.
Tried to give away.
Yeah.
No
one
one
wanted it in Nashville. Yeah.
Was that right? Is that the one you said you went in there and people looked at you like, we don't share here? What are you trying to give us?
Yeah. I started in Chattanooga, went to Odd Story, and they, everywhere's policy is like, don't bring any outside drink. But if you know the brewmasters and the staff, usually they want to try whatever you want to share, and no one else gets anything. But it's just like that little beer culture.
Yeah, sure.
And but all the front of house staff are not beer culture people, so they don't understand that policy. So didn't get to share it that night.
That's their loss, totally.
Yeah, they didn't. I saw them mouthing to each other like, Cantillon? What is he talking about? So I took it with me to Nashville, and I was like, who knows? Maybe an occasion will call, right? And I was seeing a friend up there picking up some stuff, and we checked out a new restaurant, and I should have brought it to Monday night because we all have friends who work there, and they would have definitely enjoyed a little taste of Cantillon. But I didn't have it on me at that point, so I definitely could have went back there, I think, and been good. But yeah, I think it was Marble Fox, and then the other, I forget the name of the other place. I'm trying to think where it was, but just not interested. So,
No,
you know,
it's a shame.
it's fine. They looked at the label. They know the styles they like. So there's no shade or anything. It's just,
Yeah.
hey.
What? It's odd because we've all experienced that sharing within the breweries, and I guess, you know, we've done it multiple times in different places, and it's like, sure, bring it on in and just share with everyone. It's like it's not foreign to us to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not, even if it's not like front and center, a lot of breweries, you know, they may not technically allow it, but like if you just bring it in and let them pour it, and, you know, like kind of under the table, like because they have the same mission, right? They want to try new beers too, and it's
an
not going to hurt
educational thing,
anything
really.
right, exactly. But like they may not officially endorse it. Bring it in, and they'll be like, "Yeah, we want to try it."
Well, it helps when ownership is there. Like when we were at Fela Force and Parker was there, and then Rich, you were there when we were at Marble Fox 2 weekends ago, and John was there, and they brought that treehouse in. Raul brought that treehouse down, and we were just cleaning up, man. And it was a party, and he didn't care, and he was going to get beer. John was going to get beer, Marble Fox beer, and we were just sharing and pouring. It's pretty. It seems normal to me.
Yeah.
Well, they don't want to kick people out. At least most of them don't.
Well, and it probably helped, Scott, that, you know, you had showed up. I think you were there either the night before or the day before that. I can't remember getting your pass for your free beer, but also at the same time you were there buying their beer before started busting out share beer. So I mean, you are already contributing to the cause. So if you would just show up, drink other people's beer, and not do anything, they probably would have done it once for you, and then they would have told you next time not to do it.
Yeah, you're killing our business over
right.
It's not a public area to just drink beer in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I think the whole sharing thing goes over well. You know,
What are you drinking, Scott? What do you got on tap?
Well, I started with my It Burns One IPA, my homebrew, and mostly because I'm trying to just get rid of them.
I love when you check in. I love when you check in your own breweries, your own homebrewed IPA, and then you're like 3.5 star bottle caps. I'm like, what's wrong with this one? And you're like, it's okay.
It's all right. It's halfway carbonated. I don't know. It's over carbonated. I don't know. But they've got.
You know, he gave me one night, and I opened it during the podcast. And all of a sudden, it was carbonated
everywhere.
It's going all over. It's going all over my keyboard and everything else. And I'm trying to play it off. I didn't tell him, and I'm like wiping my keyboard down, hoping. And the damn thing was sticky for about 3 months. It's like the keys.
We're talking about beer foam, right?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Just making sure.
Yes, that's what we were talking about.
His space bar didn't work for a month. Just like fucking cut.
Anywhere, I was like. Trying to hide it from Scott?
Had that happen many times on my desk.
I thought I clarified there, Rich. I thought I clarified.
But should we talking about the same thing, or is this a different thing?
Whoa.
I kind of hope and not hope we're talking about the same thing.
I can make it do a demonstration.
No, please don't. I do know this about you. You could draw it up, though. You could make a logo or something out of it in about 3 seconds.
I'm surprised no one's done sticky keys or something like that for a beer.
That sees like the exact name for a beer these days.
You might get some credit for that one. Mitch, I'm right.
Sticky keys. Sticky keys double IPA.
It would go good in the yeast infection family.
It would.
There you go.
Heck yeah.
Yeast infection, sticky keys, double IPA, followed by yeast infection, ASDF, GHJKL semicolon. The middle row in the keyboard. Like everybody learns that when you're trying to type.
Funny. That is funny.
Or just like SF.
Yeah. They won't come unstuck.
Right now on my keyboard, I'm typing LOL.
Yeah. Over and over and over again. But I did finish the beer. I've switched to whiskey now, so I'm getting a little copper cask. Yeah. So a little
Where's that
rye,
out of?
so where are these guys out of? I knew this once. Number 8. Oh, you know what? They are out of Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Or at least bottled by. Oh, I know what it is. It's Lawrenceburg, Indiana, which is MGP, and it's bottled by Latitude Beverage Company in Rumford, Rhode Island. So
good old Lawrenceburg. All right.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it's whiskey time. But boys and Rich, you had this idea the other day. I think it was yesterday, and you're like, "Hey, let's get on the mics, or at least have a happy hour." And then we decided to get on the mics. And let's talk about this Xül Southern Grist thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we have to real quick. We have to say that we did a scramble on our podcast because we recorded an episode about 2 weeks ago that was supposed to air today, which it did. But 2 weeks ago, when we aired it, 2 days after that, that's when Listerman up in Cincinnati decided to close. And that's like near and dear to our hearts because we go there all the time. And it was like, I said, man, I think we're gonna have to put an addition on that podcast and end the podcast talking about Listerman. And then when the grist thing happened this week, I said, well, I think we're gonna have to go into that podcast and the beginning, edit out the beginning, or at least I'm the one to edit it this week, and put a new beginning on talking about Southern Grist. So we did a mad scramble at the last minute. For 2 different ones. Well, the last minute was for Southern Grist, so it was fun slicing and dicing here in Riverside to get that out today.
It was like 4 episodes in one, really.
Oh my gosh,
from start to finish.
Yeah, it was just sort of funny. I mean, because I was even talking in the episode that dropped today about I went to Xül for the first time about 3 weeks ago, and that was part of the conversation originally a few weeks ago. I was like, all right, I'm gonna talk about my trip East Tennessee. I stopped at Xül, and so that was already in there, so it was like, oh, this is kind of timely.
Did you, Steve? I'm sorry, I haven't listened to this one yet, but did you? I didn't actually see the notification because I'm subscribed to the podcast. I didn't get this. I go on Spotify when I listen to my podcast, and normally whenever you guys drop one, I get like the notification saying that a new one's available.
Oh.
So I haven't heard it yet, but which Xül location did you go to? Did you go to the Harding Valley place, or did you go to the main headquarters kind of close to downtown?
Yeah, the one close to downtown.
So not the one in the shopping center. It's like a standalone spot with an outdoor. Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Cool spot.
I know.
That place, the inside is rad. Like the inside spacing is really awesome.
Well, and I said this on the podcast, and it's sort of timely talking about Xül, coming to Nashville and taking over Grist. I said, I was there on a Thursday. So I got there on a Thursday around 12:30. I stayed till about 2. And I'm just kind of like looking around, and taking a few mental notes for, a podcast episode. But I told Scott, I said, I don't know if I've ever been at a brewery where I've seen so many people. And the day I was there was probably about 15 or 20 people there at the time. But everybody had a box in front of them of Xül beer ready to take away. And how often do you see that at breweries around anywhere? That people are just sitting there with boxes of beer ready to go.
The good ones definitely, and you don't see very much of it.
Right.
Because back in the early grist days, I would see it.
Yeah.
Back in the early Bearded Irish days, you would see it. But if you walk into just any brewery today, for the most part, and a lot of it is not just the fact that, maybe there's some breweries that just make good beer, but it's not buy a whole case of beer, but the options now are so much more widely available to you that I think people are, unless you're in an area with just an absolute banger of a brewery, you're not going to find that very much. Because would you, Steve, rather walk into one place that you like and buy a case of beer, or would you rather go into 3 places that you like and pick some up from each? So I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that craft beer has just exploded so much that not too many people now are walking out with a case of a brewery's beer unless they're absolute bangers. And Xül definitely hits that spot because they make really good beer.
Yeah, I brought back 3 different versions of Xül and gave some to Scott and gave some to a couple other people as well. And I probably could have bought even more that they had there. And it wasn't because, sometimes, and on my trip, because I was way over in East Tennessee, like I was in Johnson City and Bristol, there was one particular brewery I went into that basically all they had was a couple of light lagers. in their cooler, and that was it. And I'd had them on a flight, and they really weren't that good. And I was like, "That's all you have?" And then you go into Xül, and they've got like their top flight stuff that's in there. So I'm going, it's understandable why everybody, when I'm looking around, and everybody has a box in front of them of their beer, but you just don't see that very much at a brewery when you go in and you look around and people are sitting down enjoying their beer. You don't usually see people with boxes in front of them of beer ready to go when they're leaving. At least that was my experience, or that was my observation.
Well, and they're typically the hardcore followers too that do that, right?
Yeah.
Like they have the swag on when they're picking up the beer because like they're dedicated to that brewery.
Yeah.
And Xül has that following.
Yeah, they're totally like a destination brewery. Like people come from all over the place to go there for it. Now, Nashville doesn't need another reason for people to come here. However, we've just given them one.
Yeah. And we won't turn away Xül. Let's be honest.
Come on, boys.
We're happy for this one too.
Yes, we will roll out the red carpet.
Think of Mugatu from Zoolander with Xül right now.
Yeah.
Xül's so hot right now. You know?
Yeah. Well,
so them taking over and I'm saying the words because it was the Xül post that said the literal words taking over. So they are taking over Southern Grist's 2 locations here in Nashville. And Steve and I talked about this last night. I hope the Grist name stays around, like in some capacity. There's got to be the brand in some way. You don't want to lose that brand, I wouldn't think.
Yeah.
Xül and Grist make a lot of things very parallel to each other. So hopefully, but they're gonna be here, boys. They're gonna be in our backyard.
I just hope that I can be part of like when they do their mug clubs or when they do like their bit like do I have to drive to Knoxville to get my Xül like special release beers, or am I gonna be able to get that locally now?
yeah, really.
It's a good question. Yeah.
I mean, there's distribution, right? I mean, Grist has the West Side or not distribution, excuse me, manufacturing.
Yeah.
They've got a pretty good sized brewery over there. I would think they'd want that to produce if they're looking to distribute. I don't know, or distribute further.
And that's a good question because I was sitting there thinking this last night and this morning about Grist has a pretty good distribution of just, not even in Tennessee. You can go into other states and find Southern Grist. I'm not aware of Xül. Does Xül do that? I mean, does Xül distribute a lot in other states? I am not aware if they do or not.
No.
I want to say no.
I've heard it recently though that you can find the mixtape, the regular one, in other parts of the country. So I don't know if that's a test thing, right? Let's throw a few of these out here and there and just see what happens. I don't know, but I have heard of people picking them up out of state.
I mean, Rich, I laughed a while, not long ago when I saw a post. Somebody was at Mr. Brewery's in Murfreesboro, and they were like, "Oh, they got Xül mixtape here," and I'm going, "Yeah, they've had Xül mixtape there for about a year.
They have Xül mixtape every time it drops.
They've had it there for about a year.
Yeah.
They had, I believe they have, and some of the Xül stuff you can get regularly here, like Rhymes Like Dimes. You can get here, and then there's another Xül that's pretty readily available. Pale Ale, I'm trying to remember what it is. Mr. Brews typically has that one as well. So there's some Xül beers that are in distro regularly, but you have it once, you have it twice, and you go, okay, it's kind of like the home style of Xül, right?
Like you're talking like PB&J mixtape, I think, is the one that they have. Usually.
No, well, there's that too, but they make an IPA and they also make a pale ale that's readily available in most places whenever you see Xül available. And I think Mixed Rhymes is one of them, or Rhymes Like Dimes or something like that. And then there's another one that's a pale ale that's pretty regularly available as well. So Xül distro does make it to Tennessee, but it's kind of like what Burial does, right? It's like you can get the same 3 Xül beers anywhere you go at a few locations in Nashville.
Yep.
But beyond that, if you want like the really good stuff, you got to go to the source.
Yeah. Burial would be like the Surf Wax.
Surf Wax. What's their porter? Shadow Clock Pilsner or something like that.
Things like that, which are really good beers. But to your point, it's like those are your everyday. Maybe call them core beers in a sense, maybe, and then, but not that tap room specific only kind of thing where you know what I mean, or it's like the really special stuff.
But that might be changing.
Yeah, let's hope so.
You have no idea. So back up for a second. Xül and Southern Grist are homies. They've been
Yes.
friends for a long time. Southern Grist, I'm trying to remember how many years they've been. 10 years, I think. 10 years in the game in Nashville.
Yes.
If you take Yazoo out of the picture, which just for the sake of the story, the two breweries that changed the IPA game in Nashville is Bearded Iris and Southern Grist. Neither one of them are locally owned anymore.
Correct.
In Nashville, Wiseacre bought Bearded Iris, right? And Xül is by. But anyway, the Bearded Iris and Wiseacre, like that's a whole completely different takeover. But like Southern Grist and Xül, like they're friends, they're homies, and like this kind of seems like a natural progression for a group of people that love beer, but their owners are just kind of tired and they're ready to, kind of step out and let somebody else take over. Like I can't think of anybody else other than Xül. If you were to come into the area and take over a brewery like Southern Grist, it seems to be like the perfect natural takeover for me.
Yeah. And the
And
way
they
it
announced that
reads,
last week.
and the way it reads that they're putting out is hopefully anyway that the folks that work there are going to keep their jobs, with Southern Grist. I mean, we don't know like upper level management owners, but hopefully the people that are still working there that you regularly see are still going to be there, and they're going to keep the locations. They got 2 locations, so hopefully that isn't going to change. It's a game changer.
I know Xül has been looking to come here for a little bit. In what capacity? Maybe I think they're looking to maybe buy something or take a tap. I think, and according to both of their stories, Grist was looking for their next 10-year plan, and Xül was looking for their next 10-year plan, and they were different, but they worked for each other. Like maybe Grist was looking to get out, and Xül was like, "We want to come to Nashville. You're the perfect fit."
Yeah.
And Mitch, now you have a good reason to come to Nashville.
There's always a good reason.
Hey,
Always.
Now you have another reason to come to Nashville.
Mitch, I don't know this about you. Do you like those fruited? It's not all Xül does, but do you like that fruited stuff?
Really enjoyed, which is going to sound like blasphemy, but PB&J is not my thing. But, a lot of people like it.
Yeah.
There's a market for it. Keep it up. I haven't had all the variations, so maybe I like toasted bread PB&J or whatever, But I haven't found one that was just like, I want a 4-pack of that. If anything, if I got a can of it, I would want to share it just to get a small pour.
I think that's how I am with some of them. Like I know when I was there, I had the strawberry one and PB&J strawberry, and I really liked it. And I was tasting it, going, "This is good for me on a flight, right?" But then I got the Betty's peach cobbler in a 16-ounce can, and I brought it back, and I was like, I could drink this all day. Well, maybe not all day, but I was like, this is a 16-ounce can. But then again, I've had some of these sweet and sour beers or sweet beers where I go, it's a little bit too much on a 16-ounce can. So I guess it's just subjective on your palate at times.
Mitch, what about the other things like, because they do that, and it reminded me of the name, Steve, you brought me one. It's that pina colada one they do. Like,
oh, yeah.
One, like I remember drinking it for the first time in the remnants.
Like you actually brought that to me.
I might love that one.
Tiki something, or I don't remember.
It is. Hold on.
I've had that one.
Yeah,
I've had that one.
This Island
I'm a fan
Earth.
of coconut, so I'd probably like it.
Yeah.
No, you brought that to me in can last year. It was a 16-ounce can, and I got through half of it. And I was like, oh, my God, can I drink the rest of this? And I went out on my porch, and I'm sitting out on my porch for about a half hour, and I'm just kind of like.
Yeah.
And it was good, but I'm going, man, that's a whole lot.
When I had it, Steve, before I bought it at home, I was at Xül and I had it in a pint. And the remnants that it left on the glass, I'm like, they're never going to get this glass clean. If it dries, just throw the glass away. There's no way that shit's coming off. It was so much stuff. But it was good because it had real stuff in it. It had real ingredients in there, but it was thick.
Now, on that note of the pina colada, I have enjoyed cocktail forward beers. I believe New Heights has had quite a few releases at the end of the year. I don't know if they still do it. I'm really behind on New Heights stuff, but I still have I think I have an old fashioned. I think I've got a Manhattan, and with Southern Grist, which makes me even more sad. I'll never see another Cordially Yours unless someone on that team sticks around and really endorses it and captains it through, or whatever the right word is.
Yeah.
But the Cordially Yours, not the barrel aged one, but the original one, man, solid. It was so good. It was, I don't know how to explain it, but it was just very cocktail forward. It was awesome.
I remember you two talking about that. Sorry, Rich. I remember
No,
you
please
guys
go ahead.
You guys were talking about that before.
All I was trying to do is I remember Mitch was like dead set over this Cordially Yours. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you and I, Mitch, we shared the barrel-aged version of it.
Mhm.
And Mitch's exact words were, "This is good, but the non-barrel-aged version is better," which is a wild thing to say. Like, it's so weird when you go, this is good, but the non-barrel-aged version is better. And that's like, you can't say that about a lot of beers.
Well,
Not a lot of beers. No.
The additional
what's the only
sugars
thing-
changed it. Yeah.
But you know what, though? I kind of like that in a way because it mixes things up for you as a craft beer drinker. Like, oh, I think I'm going to like this. And all of a sudden it's like, like when I got that Betty Peach cobbler at Xül, I brought it home and I'm like, oh man, this is going to be too much. And then I'm liking it. And I'm like, and I rated like a 4.50 on Untapped. And I'm like, yes, I love it.
Yes. I
Here's
like things pushing my palate. So,
Yeah.
You know.
Here's a line within Southern Grist I hope does not go away. And it's the batch one theory stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That is, I mean, with all the different flavors, it's almost like KBS in a sense where they got so many variations and so much different flavors and things. That's something I hope does not go away. And maybe I think Xül has some kind of barrel aging program, but I don't know that it's parallel to the grist stuff. I don't know.
Maybe that's where Nashville will pick up Xül's operation. That'd be cool.
That would be great. Yeah.
What about mixed greens? Will they retain that?
I love mixed greens.
What number are they on?
76, I think. I know that because I had it last week. Let's see.
That's awesome.
You couldn't tell it by looking at the can. I can tell you that.
Or tasting the beer. Like, you know,
Is it still? Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just say I know the mixed greens, whatever version I had recently. It was the first. Here it is.
71.
It might have been. Are you looking at Untapped, Scott?
I'm not. But my last one was 71.
Gotcha. Yep, 71. I'm sure. Yeah, it was a 71. I remember specifically that one tasting. Could have been the weather. Could have been the pool. Could have been the cigar. Could have. Yeah, sure. The cigar I was smoking. It could have been totally the cigar that I was smoking. And it was. I remember it tasting different than any of the other mixed greens that I've had. But prior to that, and I haven't had every one of them, but prior to that, I feel like I can't tell the difference between any of the, but I still buy them. Every time I see one, I'll buy it. Just because it's a new mixed greens. But like every single time I go, hey, this is pretty good.
It's like,
and then that's it.
It's like you bought a collector series, right? I want to get the next, I got to get the next one. I got to get the next one.
Yeah. You're on the lookout. No,
hey, it's a new check-in on Untapped.
Yeah.
It's why I'm drinking this Oktoberfest tonight. I'm like, it's Founders Oktoberfest. Had the barrel aged last year. Gotta have.
You gotta have the next year. Yep.
Gotta have it.
Rich, you're 100% correct though on that mixed greens. This 71 because it tasted differently. I thought it was stellar. I was like, because it was different than all that I've had in a long time, and it was really freaking good. I was like, this is like a 4.5. Like it was awesome.
I gave it a higher rating than I typically do the other mixed greens, just because it was that much better for me.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
Is the Southern Grist mixed greens supposed to be their experimental hop thing or what?
Yep. Okay. Think of it like mixed greens is like the Living Waters Highgate or the Bearded Iris. What's Bearded Iris's?
It's not the
something.
And it's
Rainbow. Yeah, what is that?
And it's always double dry hop mixed greens.
Yeah, it is.
I believe all mixed greens are DDH. Yeah, and Bearded Iris has kind of like their own version of it, of like
the
their
Highgate.
own, rotating IPA.
Flamingo Road was it that one?
That was their that's their sour.
Yeah, that's right.
For some reason, I was thinking Bearded Iris, Chasing Rainbows. Chasing Rainbows, like they're up to like I don't know. I think they do it just like once. I have no idea, but they have multiple variants of Chasing Rainbows, but it's basically like their version of it's their base IPA, right? Because with Bearded Iris Homestyle, I'm trying to remember the base hop in Homestyle. God, it's killing me. But anyway, you can always tell a Bearded Iris IPA when you taste it, right? It's got like the same base beer, and that's what Bearded Iris always starts with before they decide to go somewhere else. Chasing Rainbows is kind of like that. It's It's the same base of Bearded Iris with an experimental hop on top of that. So, and Mixed Greens is Southern Grist's version of that. It's their rotating IPA series.
Guys, do you think, you know how Xül has those in Knoxville when they have a mixed green, or not mixed green, which is somewhere mixed green, the mixtape releases. And Steve and I talked about this last night. You know, Marbleade's coming out and people stand in line for 2 or 3 hours. Do you think that's going to happen here? Do you think that kind of thing will happen? I hope it does.
Yeah, I think it would.
Like an event, like an event at a brewery?
If they make it an event.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss the lines that had the sharing aspect while waiting. Southern Grist and a few others, I think they got pressured by some other, I don't know, outside force third party to where that had to get cut down a little bit. But Bearded Iris always had a line when they had their anniversary stuff and special releases. Southern Grist, I'm sure, still did. And if Xül does that here, no doubt. Yeah.
And I have to say, too, by the way, speaking of Bearded Iris, it's not a knock on them, by the way. It's just saying it to be saying it. Their news of Wiseacre taking over them has not gotten nearly the attention that the Southern Grist Xül has. I mean, I don't know what that says, but I'm saying it.
It says Xül has a bigger following than Wiseacre.
Yeah.
Wiseacre is a little corporate-y.
Yeah.
It's not.
Good statement. Yeah. That's the exact way to say it. Xül might be corporate-y too because they're in growth mode, but they sure don't act like they're.
Well, and I was curious. So I was curious today, and I may or may not have this accurate, but I was curious as to how many breweries that there are in Knoxville that also have a base of operation in Nashville, and the only 2 that I know of is Yeehaw. Yeehaw.
Yes.
Yeehaw is what I was looking for, and Monday night.
And then migrated, I guess, to Knoxville. Yeah. Or maybe in here, maybe at the same time. I don't know. And you're right. I've been to that Yeehaw, and I've been to the Monday night, Steve, that you just talked about in Knoxville.
Yeah.
And there are like variations, but they're all specific and kind of unique to that area.
Yeah.
Like Yeehaw's got a nice campus. Everywhere you go, it's kind of a campus feel.
Yeah.
But they're all different, and Monday night was different than the Monday night here. You know, Knoxville. I'm sure the Monday night in Atlanta is different too. So.
And they've got the
There's
Monday
the garage
night
and HQ.
Yes, and HQ. Yeah, the mothership. It's the you're right. All of the Monday night locations are different. In Atlanta, they've got the garage, which is like this huge, like old abandoned warehouse space that's got like food truck inside the building, and they have what's called the Hop Hut, which is like where all their experimental IPAs are. It's a section of the brewery inside, and they've got couches and swanky areas and stuff. And then the HQ is a whole different place. And then Monday Night Preservation Society,
that's here.
Is a whole different look.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was one in Knoxville.
Yeah, Knoxville's got one, and it's got a different name also. Prohibition something, I think, something along those lines. So, yeah, it's really cool. It's a really good point, Steve, because it's really cool and we don't consider Monday night an outsider in this town. I don't consider them that way. I don't either. We embrace them. I love even though they don't make it. I love them.
Yeah,
conversation.
There's only a couple. Yeah, like I said, there's only a couple of breweries that are in Nashville and in Knoxville at the same time.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's just going to be interesting to see what kind of an impact Xül comes in and they have here. I personally think it's going to be huge. I think it's going to be a game changer for them.
We lost the High Wire here, but there's one in Knoxville too, right?
Yeah. Knoxville still exists, yes. Yeah. And that might be due to proximity to Asheville, I'm guessing, which is good. I mean, I've been to that High Wire. And High Wire was that same thing. And Steve, you know this. Every location you went to was different than the previous one you went to. All unique in their own way, which was awesome. It was a great experience everywhere you went.
The one that they had in Cincinnati that ended up closing down and got taken over by Braxton just in like the last 3 or 4 months. And I think what got them basically was because of the hurricane and distribution and all that. But that space was awesome. I mean, it was 2 floors. It was overlooking a big patio. I mean, you could go up and all that. And then the one in Nashville, I didn't think the one in Nashville was bad at all. It was just sort of one of those things where I'm going, okay, so I've been to another one. It's a little bit, okay, but still like the beer, still like the High Wire brand, hated to see them go away.
Yeah. It reminded me a little bit of the Knoxville location where it's single floor, bar, tables, and a few games. But the large bay window so you could see that area of Nashville was a nice location. And they had that outdoor sitting area as well, right next to the street. So
Yep.
it could have been a sweet spot, but
Yeah.
just wasn't the right time, I guess.
Yeah, and
No.
a lot of walk-up traffic right there in the Gulch. I mean, if you live in
Mhm.
the Gulch, I'd be there every day. I mean, you just walk,
Yeah.
and then you can walk around the corner to Marble Fox. which is-
What
we go.
I would
which is
what-
so
what-
ideal.
what I would love to see Xül do, and maybe they're going to listen to us, take some suggestions.
Speak
I would-
very clearly. So they
Okay, I
hear us.
will. Very clearly. I'll
Speak
try.
clearly into the mic, Steve.
Yeah.
If
Wouldn't
one
you-
gets a tattoo, free
wouldn't
beer
you-
for life.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a Xül tattoo on my forehead. Yeah.
Yes, please.
That's a big tattoo.
Thank you.
But also,
Thank you, Rich.
but also,
You're
every
welcome, Steve.
episode is sponsored by Xül. Okay, we'll take it. Steve,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve, you get a
Come on,
tattoo on your head.
Steve.
We're sponsored by Xül. You go.
Yeah.
You do that.
Somebody had to say it. That's a big tattoo. That's right. Oh man, there's jokes for days. Wouldn't you love to see them expand the space somewhere, maybe the one on Douglas Avenue, or move into a much bigger location that had like a second floor, a big outdoor patio? Not that the one on Douglas Avenue doesn't, but it would just be cool to have like just something that's even bigger than that. Maybe that's a plan in the future for them. Who knows?
Could be.
Is Douglas Avenue the one where they have the restaurant attached to it?
Yeah. That's
'Cause
the-
there's
that's the East Nashville one.
Nations, right?
Yeah, correct.
There's Nations, and then there's Douglas Avenue.
Yeah, and the Nations has an outside area too. It's kind of, I guess, in a way, it's space-wise, it's probably as big as the one in East Nashville. It's kind of very concentrated because you got parking lot like right outside of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a good point, Steve.
I'd love to see Xül expand into Nashville, but you're right. I mean, they're in growth mode right now.
Mhm.
So I think they're mainly interested in brewing space,
Yeah.
Yes.
which would be the perfect location for like whatever the East Nashville location is. But the Nation spot definitely has more seating room available, I think. And that is more Xül style. It's bigger. It's got more space to sit down. It's more industrial style than the East Nashville location.
Yeah.
But I also am curious if we're going to see those limited release parties and stuff here, or if it's just going to simply be like a tap room satellite extension
Well-
of like kind of like other breweries have.
No, the food part of the Douglas Avenue is a big draw versus the
Lauder,
extra
I think
seating
it's
and
called.
stuff.
Lauder?
Yeah,
Is that what it's
yeah.
called?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
is that-
true. I know when I
so
went.
good.
Yeah, very good. I know when I went to Xül in Knoxville, I did get some food. It was a food truck right outside, and I got a smash burger. It was good. It was just like 105 degrees the day I went there. And I'm not even sure I want to eat any food, but no, it would be interesting too to see, would they keep the kitchen there in East Nashville, or would they go? I don't know their other location in Knoxville. Don't they have another location? I don't know if it's a food truck or they serve food there. I don't know.
Xül, it's
Yeah.
Hardin Valley, I think, which
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
it's like southeast of Knoxville.
Yeah,
little
so I
bit,
don't know
yeah.
if they serve food there or like a food truck there or anything.
They
but-
don't serve food there.
Okay.
I don't know if they brew there either.
Yeah.
Like I think it's just like that's the satellite extension that I'm talking about. Like they're there because they can have a Xül presence, but like they don't have
Yeah.
food there.
Sure.
And I don't even think they brew there either. It's just they ship the kegs there, and then you have Xül beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please, God, let them manufacture the beer here also. I don't want to be an extension of Knoxville. Like, we need our own shit here. Like, this town can support it. You need to brew the beer here.
I feel like Knoxville to Nashville would be a long drive to transport beer. It wouldn't make sense there. But then again, I don't know. It depends on
I don't
what
know
your
either. I'm
operations
thinking
look
about
like.
that because I'm going from a financial standpoint. I mean, are they saving money by just brewing the beer and then transporting to Nashville, or opening up an operation here to also brew the beer? I don't know.
You could not make enough beer in Knoxville to support Knoxville and Nashville. I don't think.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think you could.
Good point. Yeah.
I do think
I also think that Nashville, Knoxville to Harding Valley is like 37 minutes. So, I mean, you can brew it. It financially makes sense if you were going to brew in one location to not build out, especially since Harding Valley is in the strip mall. Like, there's no space to brew beer there. So that was kind of like just this is where we can have a presence. You go to Nashville, it's a whole different ball game. Like you're buying another brewery space already. Like the equipment may not be there unless it's part of the deal, but the space is definitely there and it's set up to where you can install equipment to brew. It would surprise me if they didn't brew in Nashville, but a lot of things in the beer industry have surprised me lately.
That's fair. And I would love to know the barrel size, what they can produce in Knoxville versus what they can produce here. I'm assuming they're kind of similar, but I don't know.
Well, depending on what they brew at which location, one truck can bring one kind and then pack in the other kind and take it back. So they could technically still save money by brewing at both locations.
It's a good point.
You never leave with an empty truck. You always have something on the truck.
That's right.
Very good point.
That's a good point. Burial does that too when both of their tap rooms were open before the flood. Like Mitch, what's the name of the place we went and had brunch, the Burial place in Asheville? Forestry Camp. Forestry Camp was where all the main beer that they make that they distribute everywhere, and then they use their original location for like the collabs and the one-offs because it's a smaller space. So that you brew different beer at each location depending on where you were, and then they were just like Mitch's point, they transfer the beer back and forth. Could be it.
Yeah,
I could see Nashville having a barrel aged Xül program in Nashville, and then they transfer their Southern IPAs from Knoxville in, and vice versa.
I would love that because Nashville's got a lot of that barrel aging happening. Right. So keep it the capital.
And Rich, from a selfish standpoint, the other thing I was thinking, maybe we could get a petition drive to get Xül, maybe to open up a location in Rutherford County, maybe around Murfreesboro.
Man, you're getting greedy.
Hey, Xül, we want a satellite site. Wink, wink.
Mitch is like,
put a recording studio there.
Mitch is like, can we get to Chattanooga? Can Chattanooga get a little something down here?
Chattanooga alone, they're getting their own. Chattanooga's being put on the map slowly.
Absolutely,
but they're doing it slowly.
Get the Southern Loop there in Rutherford County. Come on now.
That's right. Mm-hmm. You've got you've got 3 or 4 small breweries in Murfreesboro, and then Xül. Like I feel like Murfreesboro, it just would be fish out of water to have Xül in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Do you want that added traffic?
I don't. Well, I wouldn't.
We don't need it.
No, I would stay at Steve's house 3 days a week just because Xül was in Rutherford County. Steve, don't worry about me.
That's right.
I'm just going to come and go. Every time I come back, I'm going to bring beer for you. So.
Yeah, why Scott's background always look like he's at a brewery when he's on these work meetings? Scott's all, mind your damn business.
I'd be there with you, though.
Yeah, that's right. Steve, when you were at Xül, I think you told me this night, but I can't remember. They bought Geezers that was right around the corner. You walk out where the food truck is and you go right around the food truck. There was that other brewery. Is that a tap room of some sort now? Is that opened up?
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. The only thing, I just went into Xül and walked outside to get some food, and that's as far as I went.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I'll be there this weekend, so I'll be glad to check it out for you.
Yeah.
I'll just be glad.
You going to Knoxville this weekend?
Yeah,
Scott?
we got friends there, and we're just gonna do the Labor Day weekend there.
Nice.
Probably gonna bring all of you guys some Xül back, and maybe
you better, because you're getting some Oktoberfest.
I would not be upset at that.
I'm gonna hook all of you up.
You're getting cans of Oktoberfest, so you better bring me some.
I've got like 16 or 17 different beers that I spent way too much money on over the last like 2 weeks. That I'd be glad to help support the cause in exchange for some Xül, like maybe a beer share or something like that. But I've got way too much that I just bought.
Was that your Tavor?
That's my Tavor, whatever you call it. Yeah, no, it's so slick because it's like, hey, they drop so many beers a day, and you scroll down through the list, and you're like, I want that one, I want that one, I want that one. And the thing is, you buy the beer right then and there. So like they charge your card the minute you say, I want it, and then it adds it to like a shipping crate. And then they ship like once a month or once every like 3 weeks or something like that. And when you're ready to ship, you say done. They charge you like a $14 flat rate shipping or whatever. And then they ship your beer. So it incentivizes you to buy as many as you can. Because who's going to ship 2 beers for $14? Right.
That's
but
not a
like you
deal.
also, it's not a deal, but at the same time, they only ship once a month. So like if you miss the window, you got to wait a whole nother month to get your beer. So it's like, I got to get as many beers in as I can, as fast as I can before the shipping window closes, just so they can charge me again to ship my beer.
Right.
So I get this
did,
big ass box in, and it's got 19 different beers in it. And like, I don't know how much I spent. I mean, they're all $6.99, $7.99, $8.99. Some of them were like $40 a bottle because they're the very rare ones. And I'm like, I want this, but you spread it out over time. Right? It's like, I want this one, I want this one. Your card just charges every time you click on it. And you don't think about it. And then you get your statement in the mail, and it's like, I'm not going to add it up. I'm not adding it up.
Craft Beer Kings during the pandemic era.
What was that, Mitch?
Same concept as Tavor, but you chose what distributors participated with Craft Beer Kings and breweries that were local or whatever. But they had a warehouse. They would pull everything in. You'd order off their website through their shop, and then they would box it all in. They didn't have a membership so much, but the incentive was you max out a box to ship for that flat rate. So, you know, you don't, like you said, you don't want to just pick 2 beers, then pay whatever the price on shipping. Same with sake and wine shippers. You want to just go ahead and put in a full box order or whatever, maximize your shipment load. That sounds like a hell of a deal, but also, damn. $40.
Yeah. Damn. So if Scott comes back with Xül beer, I may have a couple for him that I'd be willing to exchange a trade with.
Really happy to do some trades with you.
Yeah.
We'll get Foamy Heads and Brewery Underground together to do like a beer share.
Yeah.
And nobody will leave sober. We'll just all crash at my place for the night.
Thinking about like breweries buying up new spaces and such, I really would like to see a brewery pull off what Two Tides has done in Nashville or similar, one of these cities here, because Two Tides, there's one street off of another street, and their whole building here is like the brewery and tap house. And then they have what's called the smallest cocktail bar, I believe, in that city. And they do their own spirits there as well. And across the street from them on the same road is a roasting facility for their coffee that they put as an adjunct into their beers and brewing processes, distilling. And they have a whole block almost. How it feels, because you're just walking around between 2 facilities, depending what your day consists of and their hours. But it's just like you don't really have to go anywhere except for some food. All they need is a little restaurant right there. But yeah, a coffee place, you've got a liquor place, and then a brewery that's up a couple stairs, and it's taken over like an old residential. It's just awesome the way they've pulled their stuff together.
Yeah.
And
why go anywhere else? Everything you need is right here.
Exactly.
They of course love, I forget it. I think the spaces were pet friendly, but I'm not sure. I only had one day there.
Yeah. I hope you maximized your day.
Yeah, tried to. It was cool. Trying to remember the name of that place. It's on the East Coast. I can't believe I'm blanking on it. It's just that time of day, and I've had some beer in me.
By the way, speaking
not
of
Charleston, but
Oh
Savannah.
yeah.
Speaking of Xül, I did see today that Common John released who's going to be at their beer festival next month, and Xül's going to be there.
Oh yeah.
Hell
I saw the list. I was like, yes. All right.
They got a tattoo artist at the festival.
I'll be wearing my hat that day. That's all right.
Will they have the Xül template, like the official Xül?
Yeah.
We'll need it on backwards, Steve, because for the camera, if you don't have it on backwards, it'll show up backwards on the camera.
Yeah, right.
We need a mirror
It's
effect.
funny though. I like it. It's funny.
Have you guys heard about what we're going to do out there? Or?
Nothing yet. I know Mitch reached out to Mitch reached out to John, and we're just waiting to hear back. So it's I know we have a space there. I know we have a spot. I know we're doing a collab show there. But we're just waiting on information, I guess, from John to get back, and he's got a lot going on. So I imagine he'll get back, but he he knows it's happening. We
would
need to get some additional details.
guess we hear something this next week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're showing up regardless. I think all of us are just showing up regardless. So it
Right.
doesn't matter. We're coming.
It's going to be a good time.
I've got the list on the screen.
Yep.
Of course, you know, the usual suspects are going to be there. Bearded Iris, I think, is Bearded Iris may not be there, but Broadcast was there last year, I know, and they might have been there the year before as well. Crazy Gnome was there last year as well. They're coming back. Cyanide Cider. I don't remember if Cyanide Cider was there in its own presence, but I know Crazy Gnome was last year.
Cyanide wasn't open, I don't think, yet.
Okay. Creature Converts, East Nashville. Yeah, they were there. Ebony and Ivory, they're there every year.
Okay.
Fate La Force, was Parker there last year, Mitch? I think I
Hard to
remember
say.
Fate La Force being there. But I mean, it's nuts. I mean,
Yeah.
this isn't just local breweries. I mean, these are out of state. Mitch.
Kaiser. What? Oh, Mean King. Sweet.
Mean King Brewing.
They're going to be good.
Yeah. Middle Ground. Next Level, I think, is based out in Knoxville. New Heights will be representing Nashville there as well. Pontoon.
Stokehouse. There's Chad.
Oh, man.
No way.
Yes.
Good for
Yeah.
them.
I'm excited for
Good
Sullivan
for
and
Chad.
Scott
Good
too.
for Chad.
Absolutely.
Tailgate. Steve
I love
will be
that.
there.
I love that.
I love it. Love it.
Tenfold. That'll be an interesting one. Put those two guys side by side.
There are a
I
lot
wonder
of
if
familiar
Carl
names
will
on
be
this
there.
list.
Black Abbey. Tri-Dog, I don't recognize that.
You guys
I
have
don't
been.
either.
We've not been. Is it when the breweries show up? Is it who's pouring? Is it volunteers? Is it brewers?
No, it's normally brewery workers there.
Good, nice, like that.
Yep. Yeah, I know. And historically, when I don't see Living Waters on the list,
Mm-mm.
but whenever Living Waters was there, oh yeah, they're
Oh,
there.
they're there.
Yep, they're there.
Ryan has always been there pouring, so like he's in the trenches.
They're the one stout that shows up so far.
Last year they brought like some 10.1% stout, and it was like 90 degrees outside, and then Ryan was pouring 10.1 degree, ABV stouts. Good old Ryan.
So good.
Yeah, it looks like a great list.
do love
Yeah,
this,
like I
for
said, I
sure.
saw it today and I was really excited. I was like, wow.
That is really.
And I finally went to Broadcast Brewing. I made it out there about 2 weeks ago. So
I saw your check-in, Steve.
yeah.
Yeah, I was excited. I still have yet to make it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get out there.
I think it's going to be a good list, and it's interesting to see Xül there as well as Southern Grist.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of conversations to be had there. Like, people are going to go, I know people are going to be asking about it.
Yeah,
I know they're
yeah,
going to be asking
yeah.
about it.
Is the food vendor list there? I know one vendor that's not going to be there, but they shall be unnamed.
I don't think he's allowed back as a vendor.
No.
Let's see, Mitch. Nope.
Should be fun.
I
Yeah.
don't see it.
It's always been great food. So
Yeah.
they do a hell of a job.
I don't see, who I don't see is Dark Shadow. They're normally there every year.
This
They've
may
been there
not
every
be
year for the
the
last, like, 3 or 4 years.
homebrewers list though, or you know what I mean?
Okay, that's a good point. It could be that they did. Yeah, because I didn't recognize any of the. There were no homebrewers and more to come. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it'll be a good time. I'm excited
Yeah.
for it.
And I think
Yep.
LeBron is a big fan of the home brewers, right?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think he mentioned having them as a part of it, so that'd be fun.
Yep.
We've not been. I've never been.
Never been
It's
to
a-
the Common John Beer Fest.
Mm-mm.
It's a fantastic time. I hope there's no rain.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Well, look,
It's rain or shine.
if it's the last one, we're just gonna go. Let's just go. Fuck it.
That's right. Possibly the last beer fest on earth. Which is really funny because John and LeBron put that out as like the last beer fest on earth, possibly. And then 2 days later, a truck just rammed right into Common John and almost killed JT.
Oh, my-
Like he was sitting at the table and they like got up to go somewhere and this truck just rammed right through the brewery and like had John been sitting there, he would have been gone. He would have not been here. So I looked at him. We were at tailgate in Mug Club one night and I was like, you put out 2 days ago, possibly your last beer fest on earth. And he goes, I didn't think it would actually could have happened.
Wow.
It's crazy.
My last day on earth. Jesus
Uh-huh.
Christ. That's funny. When that thing came out on social media, everybody was like speculating, like, "What the fuck? What happened? Huh? What happened?"
Yeah, it was kind of
Yeah.
ominous. It's like, oh, I hope
Yeah,
everything's okay. Okay.
Well, mission accomplished. They got people talking.
that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. There you
Scott,
go.
you've been drinking. Is that the same Glencairn glass that you've had, or you've been filling that thing up? Because I keep seeing you drink, and then like it never like goes away. Like,
I refill.
okay, all right, good.
I learned long ago, bring the bottle. I would come up and I would like, I'll just get a pour, it'll be fine. And then I'm like, fuck, I'm out.
No, swear, by the way,
It's a hard
Thank you.
lesson learned.
Thank you. I know. Either have to go down and break the conversation or have someone bring it up, which is the communication down there is not so good.
Man,
I
I like
think-
how we keep updating our titles on such on here.
Yeah, I'm the only one that hasn't. Huh?
Steve has never added his title. I kept trying to add it, but like when we host the show, it's easy. You can go in and add as many people as you want. But like I'm not a host, so like I'm trying to click on Steve's name, and I'm like I can't change Steve's description.
Well, you had iOS to Android on yours, Rich. I had put under Steve's anti-Android. But
I didn't see that. I didn't see it.
It was up there for a minute.
I didn't see the title start changing until Mitch put his like all the Cantillion, and then you said I drink Mitch's Cantillion. I was like, here's an opportunity to hop on board.
I realized
What
about
did you
45
just
minutes
call it?
ago that I was the only one that didn't have anything under my name.
I just wanted to know, as a host, we could manipulate everybody else's.
Everybody's.
Yeah.
So I guess an hour in, we've hit quite a few topics this evening. I know from a sense that the Nashville beer scene is just changing. It's just completely different now than it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Sure.
Steve, you made this point. This Xül thing is epic. This is not a little gloss over
Oh, no.
thing. And my God, it's
No,
huge.
I think-
it's fucking
I
huge.
think they're coming here. I think they're coming here, and you know, if you just read the tea leaves, I think they're coming here, and I think that the folks from Southern Grist have worked with them for so long that they are going to come in, and they are going to make a splash and make a dent in Nashville, and I
Yeah.
think that we're all going to be better off for it.
Mhm.
Except if you know any friends like outside of this area that are beer drinkers, you are going to be their new best friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, buddy, can you go get
It's like being the guy that has the truck, right? It's like, hey, I need to move stuff, but I don't have a truck. Who do I know that has a truck?
no
Yeah.
one guy? That's it.
You're the truck guy.
Yes, we're all
You're
the truck
this
guy,
little
yeah.
beer guy. I would say, please don't fuck this up, because there is a lot of people in Nashville that are like, if you're going to not take away, that's a bad way to say it. But if Southern Grist is only going to live on in Nashville in like either the brewing process or name or something, and something else is going to take over one of Nashville's original IPA locations, please don't fuck this up, because like don't come in and make a bunch of, oh, we're bringing the Xül to Nashville, and then it just ends up being just a corporate thing. Like,
Right.
please don't go please make this as good as you've been explaining this to be the whole time.
Yeah, basically what you're saying is you don't want Nashville to be an afterthought.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be another corporate takeover. I don't want this to be just a way to extend, a craft beer's footprint without any type of like special love shown to the city in which it's coming in.
Yeah.
Because Nashville deserves to have its own space. If you're going to take over, their words, one of Nashville's like most favorite craft breweries, then please bring something other than just we're taking over and we're going to bring some of our beer.
Yeah, here's a
Yeah.
couple. Right. You literally could have two epicenters, Knoxville and Nashville. Like you could generate
Monsters.
stuff from, right.
Yes.
Monsters.
And then feed the rest of the world, whatever that plan is, or, whatever that is. Just man, but I don't care about the rest of the world. I just want Nashville to get our shit. Yeah.
Let me get mine.
Let me get mine.
Let me get mine.
I mean,
Well-
they're right across the street. I mean, we can just go get it anytime we want.
I know.
Well,
it'd be
on
so
on
good.
paper, Xül doesn't just look like a corporate brewery. They look like a brewery that actually does good stuff, that cares about the brewery community and what they're doing. So it doesn't just look like we're just going to brew a couple beers and that's it. Here it is.
I enjoyed their FAQ section compared to other brewery websites. 'cause
Really?
Yeah, earlier we were talking and wondering, can you go share? Can you do X and Y? And the answer is yes to all of that. It's in the FAQs as well, which is
Interesting.
smart of them to put in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can bring a beer in to share. They're just like, just don't go crazy.
Yeah. Commend both Xül and Grist for putting that out. And I don't know if it was, I wouldn't speculate. The rumors have been around for weeks and months about what's happening and blah, blah, blah. But they both put something out and it squashed the rumors, at least to a degree.
Yeah.
Hey, this is happening. Okay, people.
I think that's why they put something out.
Sure. But now we have something to talk about. That's why we're doing this tonight. But it's like, okay, but it's something to get excited about. We're excited about it. This is going to be awesome. So,
well, hopefully in about 6 months we can come back and do another podcast like this one, and talk about how great things are going with Xül.
Yes,
they will be operating both Nashville tap rooms by the end of the year per their post.
Yep.
So it's 6 months, if not sooner, is not unreasonable to come back and talk about this. We will know by then how they are doing.
I'm already planning this out, boys. I'm already planning this out.
Forward thinking.
Yeah, I'm curious what's up with what.
I'll also say this:
what will?
It won't be 6 months before we see you two again.
That's right.
Nope.
And not even talking about 920. We see each other and talk all the time, which I love. This is I love this relationship.
Yes. That beer is ever changing, and I love having the conversations and keeping up. It's awesome.
Well, thanks for allowing us to ride on your coattails a bit.
No, this is not that.
You're
this
not
is just us hanging on.
I'm not saying tonight. I'm just saying like you guys are kind of like paved the way for us, and like, but you've embraced us and shit. So I'm a little emotional, man.
Don't get emotional. Beer's not for you.
Some tissues.
I wipe your keyboard off, Scott. Same thought, Mitch. It's for Scott's keyboard.
Don't give a yeast infection to your keyboard tonight.
This is just wise all over, just wise.
Shots fired.
Man.
No, we just appreciate you guys. We love hanging with you guys.
No, we appreciate it. I think we'll be having this conversation. So next up for us is going to be the Common John Festival.
Yep.
The last beer festival on earth. And then I know there's already some conversations going. I reached out the other day to Mr. Bruce. So we've got some conversations going about potentially doing something for all of us in September with the new place that's opening in Smyrna. So more details to come when I can get that. Really, sweet. Beyond that, the next thing is going to be how's Xül doing, and this is going to be like our follow-up conversation.
It really could just be like, hey, this is what we see now from here. I mean, it's in our backyard, so
it's going to be happening.
We can report it.
Yep.
If Xül is
and Mr. Brews serves Xül, and the Mr. Brews going open in Smyrna is 5 minutes from my house.
Well,
guess where I'll be at times.
If Xül is listening and wants a group of dudes to survey Nashville as why Xül wants to come to Nashville, we could have all we need is someone to record our journeys as why Nashville's such a great craft beer place for Xül to come.
Yes. They picked the right spot, and you know what, Xül, welcome to Nashville.
Yes. Welcome.
Mm-hmm. We love you. Yes. We're always trying to
We love you. Don't fuck this up. Am I allowed to say that on the show here?
Of course you can.
We love you. Don't fuck this up. You have one chance to make this right with Nashville.
I feel like they'll do it, and if there's not, they'll be hell to pay. These four people up here.
That's right. All four of us are just gonna keep buying your beer elsewhere.
God damn it!
And that's it.
I love it.
And we're just gonna be happy just somewhere else.
But we're just like loving on the Xül beer though at the same time. Like, I love this.
Yeah. Like, we'll keep buying your beer, but yeah.
See, now you got me changing things under my name, so
we love Xül.
It took me a while to catch up, but I finally caught
it's good.
I'm empty,
Sneaky.
boys.
Well, you spend too much time on beer, Rich.
I have spent too much money and time on beer, and I know that my twin girls are going to be up in like 45 minutes too.
And
so
I feel
this
like,
is.
Didn't you have a hard out?
Mitch has a pretty stop time too, so it works out.
I've got a few minutes.
Okay, all right, we're good. All right, well, fellas, I mean, we can keep drinking, but let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
These are my two tonight. By the way, I had the in addition to the Southern Grist Hot Butcher collab, Fate LaForce's new West Coast Drifting Horizons was super killer. I had that too, 7.2% ABV. This was the right order to drink it. The Southern Grist was a higher ABV, but it was a New England style IPA versus the Westie here, which has the higher IBU count. So lower alcohol, but hoppier, more face peeling. Definitely the right order to go on that one.
Do you know what I don't see, Rich?
I drank that last night, so I had a cigar and a double oaked.
There you go, KBS break.
Yeah,
That's right. It was the last one. It was the last one in my fridge.
At this rate, we're gonna have a year of KBS, and it's the double oak every time.
It's the greatest.
Don't drink three. Was it 2 or 3? It was either
I think you had 2.
No, it was 2 KBSs and then an IPA at the end or something like that. Whatever. Don't do that. Whatever it was that I did, don't do that because that's a terrible idea.
No, I would.
Yeah, I think you said you had a hangover for like 2 days or something.
That sounds about right. Yeah. Part of me is that I'm 40, so 1 day hangovers are now 2 day hangovers.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Rich. He's drinking really good stuff. Just drink it.
Just keep drinking it. Don't worry about it.
For it the next day. I guess you can't get I guess you can't get a hangover if you never stop drinking. So
you can't get a hangover if you don't attempt to get one.
That's right.
All the time. All right. Well, fellas, cheers to all of you. Great idea,
Cheers.
Rich, by bringing this up and we all just get together and hop on the mics and we'll put this out somewhere soon.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Sounds good.
Cheers, fellas. I'm gonna hit the stop button.
Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers.